Leon Bailey if he would want to come. And in his case, he decided not to want to play for Jamaica. That's his decision, and that's every player's right to refuse to play for the nation. And he opted to do that, not to play for Jamaica. End of story for me. Absolutely end of story. Now I would like just...
It's every player's right to play for their national team. But it's also an honor to play for your national team. The option was there, apparently based off what Hallgrimsson just said. The option was presented to Leon Bailey to play in the Copa America. And as Hallgrimsson said, he opted to do so. And he said also, that is it for him. Hallgrimsson. We'll be speaking about 3 players. 1, Bailey Cadamarteri. 2, Omari Hutchinson. 3, Leon Bailey. And me know a lot of you are going to say, boy, full time now if we stop talking about this right here. Of course. But it will always be a talking point. The talking matter, it will continue. No matter what you want to do, no matter what you say, it will continue. But these 3 players would have definitely 100% slammed the nail in a Hallgrimsson head. On some different occasions. I think more so Cadamarteri and Bailey. I could probably put Bailey, or should I say Leon and Cadamarteri, if you separate them. Or should I say the 2 Baileys. But also the numerous turn down that Hallgrimsson got from Hutchinson. So let's first start on Cadamarteri. I do believe that most of you guys are fans. My apologies, people. I should most definitely do the YouTube stuff first. The like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much again for tuning in. Massive appreciation. And video sponsored by Yard Leaf JA. Massive respect. Let's just take a small ad break.
We thought the same about Leon Bailey if...
Grab a leaf them, I mean check out Yard Leaf feed people. You know something go. Me have to believe in the ones them will love me. But it's grabber in a Jamaica right now. Yard Leaf, I never give me strength, me never throw a stone behind me. I testing when a Jamaica people. Check it out, you know what I mean? Yard Leaf, get it. All of the smokers them get that something here. So me a reason upon the end stage.
Alright, so apologies, never went as smooth as I expected it to. But there you go. And that's his technology for you. So massive respect, thank you very much again. Alright, so let's start off first of all with Bailey Cadamarteri. A player I think a lot of persons building up to the Nations League. His name was being mentioned so much time. Well, not by me, by multiple other YouTubers, analysts, about what he would bring to the team, coming into the team. I didn't do any video surrounding him because personally, I didn't know much about him coming into the team. But I did see a lot of persons saying, boy, he's rated 10. And even though I did watch a few highlight reel, which I thought that, it looked good. And then I saw the game that I can't remember which game. Was it don't remember which game was it in, I think, was it the Man U Coventry game? I don't remember. But what I'm saying is, I did watch him, I think about 2 games I watch him. And I say, no, pretty decent, look like a quality player. But after when the squad was announced, his name was on the squad list. Also, he got selected for the U19, U20 for the England U20 team. And he opted to go for England, either U19 or U20. He opted to go for England. And there was a lot of uproar. People say, boy, this and that. But on that day, it was the first major embarrassment that Hallgrimsson got. It was the first big embarrassment that Hallgrimsson got. Prior to that, there was also the Leon Bailey situation, whereas squad was announced. Leon Bailey was not involved in the squad, and he did an interview, rated T, and then something got big. So the first issue was Bailey Cadamarteri, That was the first slap that Hallgrimsson got in the face. First slap. And second slap was the Leon Bailey interview prior to the Nations League game that was some time ago. So it was the second slap. We don't know which of them. I think one come before the other. I think the first slap would have been, the first slap would have been the Bailey interview, which was done the day before. I think it was the day before the squad was announced. It was the day before the squad was announced. Was the Bailey slap? Was it the day before? No. So the Bailey Kadamarati was the first one, and that was the squad announcement. The day before the game. The day before the game was the second slap. Was Leon Bailey's interview on the Let's Be Honest talk. Let's Be Honest podcast. No, this year is another major slap to the face by Leon Bailey. So a 3 slap that Hallgrimsson getting a 1 year. 3 slap. Then now, Omari Hutchinson, the multiple turn down way. Now, for me, as I say, Hallgrimsson said, every player has the option to play for the national team or not. They choose to. That's if they want to. Nothing's wrong with that. I'm not going to slate a player if you make a choice and say, you know what, this is their decision. No, this is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say. Fine. If there's issue with the federation and players don't want to represent, no problem at all. Because at the end of the day, the federation is going nowhere. The issues can fix, no doubt about that. And these issues that I'm talking about, we on the outside, most of us on the outside, we can't pinpoint specifically the issues, but we hear about them. But we can't prove that why this is actually an issue. Let me give you a perfect example. Hotel room. The average fan don't really know how hotel room share up between players. So they can speculate based off how they hear. Say players that share hotel room. And you have some fans that say, boy, it should not happen. And then you have some fans say, but players, even at the highest level of football, share hotel rooms. There's nothing wrong with it. But there's always going to be that divide. So no matter what issue come out, there's going to be a divide. No matter what issue is being mentioned, there's going to be a divide. No, I'm not saying that the federation is the best side. They have everything spot on. I'm not saying that. Everyone, there are issues there. There are issues there. So much. So said to all other federations. Our same can be said with all other federations. There's multiple federations on a global aspect, and the same can be said. Only most likely the first world federations, first world country federations, and these are the ones that have certain things spot. Like, let me give a perfect example. The Argentina coaching staff never got paid for a long duration. They didn't get paid, and they won. After the World Cup, they won the World Cup, and they didn't get paid for a long time before they get paid. Is it right? No. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of persons don't understand what is happening internally within football. You know, the average Jamaican fan go say, boy, and then they never have money. They never have money and they couldn't pay the people. But I think a lot of persons don't really know how the monetary part or the financial part of the thing go. Now, all the Reggae Boyz, all the Reggae Girls, they've been completely paid. So that's a big positive. But let's get back to that. That's really relevant. Let's get back to this. So now, here comes another aspect where Leon Bailey opted that he won't play for the national team. And it has caused another uproar. It's basically another slap in Hallgrimsson's face. And now, from this year start, Hallgrimsson have been getting brutally beaten by players. Sometimes fun. I think sometimes probably the JFF kind of put him on the edge in some way. But I think more so the players are really beating him bad. They are beating him bad, man. They really are beating him bad. And I do believe that Hallgrimsson would have reached the point where he said, you know, I've had enough. I've had enough. So when we see a squad is being selected and we don't see certain players, I think a lot of the fans are going to be upset about it. But what we don't understand is what's going through the mind of the coach, why he comes to these decisions. And sometimes I do think that these things build up to that. Just like Omari Hutchinson. multiple call, they don't accept it. What eventually the coach I said, you know what, hey, I won't call her back. Just that's just it. Even when I think or even when I say already, I won't call her back. And when I initially spoke about the Omari Hutchinson situation, I do believe that like when Ipswich Town got promoted and he was parading the flag, I had no problem. I said that is a good look because it actually showcasing Jamaica on a larger scale, and that's really really a good look. But I said, but that does not or that didn't give me any confidence that I will see him in a Reggae Boy jersey. And I did say that until I see him in a Reggae Boy jersey, then I will be convinced that this player wants to play for Jamaica. Now, we have seen it on multiple occasions, especially when there's games, competitive games, where there's a likely chance of him being captured, where we don't see him. But yet still, people are going to tell us, hey, yeah, man, he played 2 games already. 2 friendlies. He played 3 games. He played 3 friendlies. 2 versus Trinidad, 1 versus Macedonia. And these are all friendlies that you cannot be captured in. And people are going to say, yeah, man, but he played already. Come on, people, come on. And then now, when I did the video surrounding, when I wear the flag, and I said certain things, people make it look like that me hate the player, me never want to see a player, me no want to see no player out of diaspora, all these things. I know what funny now? The same persons who slated me, they said that I'm not convinced. And until I see him in that jersey, these are the same persons now are sidestepping the issue. And they're not doing, they haven't even done any video surrounding the issue since they haven't seen him in not the World Cup squad, not the Copa America squad. They haven't even done any video. Same YouTubers cost me, I said, why, me not like players from the diaspora, are me xenophobic. And these are the terms that they use to categorize me. Because sometimes we are so blinded. We're so blinded by the shiny new thing, and we think that the shiny new thing is always going to make things better. It's always going to make life better. But really and truly, that's not necessarily true. We can look past the shiny new thing and realize that there's possible something wrong there. Not because it's shining means that hey, it's for you or it's for me. But at the end of the day, until I see these players showing that level of commitment, and I am personally going to give Liam Bailey the same treatment until I see him showing that level of commitment. And I'm going to use the word commitment. And funny enough, based off how the conversation went on with this thing, when Hallgrimsson said that he put Liam Bailey in the other extra 3 slot, and the mere fact that there was a discussion had that you will miss the first game and play the other side of the game, then it must have meant that there was some conclusion was met. At some point in time, some discussion was had where would have come out with that level of conclusion, say that miss the first game and then play rest of the games them, because they had pre-commitment. Would have been, the 21st. He has a party on the 21st. So when I'm here now looking at people, I said, boy, I this or that are rated. This boils down to the player. Yes, the agent, Craig Butler, has a lot to do with it. I think he has a lot, because he's the one who on Monday, both him and Chris Williams went by the JFF office to have discussion with Hallgrimsson for over 2 hours, with Dennis Strong for over 2 hours. So you're telling me that they have had those long, elongated discussions, and out of all of that, they didn't come to some form of conclusion. This is what people now look upon. Then now, another part of it is that the inclusion of a U20 player. How is that we're discussing Liam Bailey inclusion to the senior team, and we go all the way if you say, boy, we have to have one particular player in a U20 squad before we see Liam Bailey in a senior team. People who say that doesn't make sense. Who say that a forcing one player before you get this a player. Who say that's a Liam Bailey, Kyle Butler situation again. Anyway, I'm not going any further. Because people are going to turn around and say, boy, MG pick up a JFF, MG no like Butler, MG no like Bailey, MG this I bear that. That's all me I hear now. That's all me I hear. But no one has sit down and just think about what is happening. If these things make sense to you, well, fine. It probably makes sense to you still. So probably that's how I say something there. Want to just look into it, people. Just look into it. Just look into it. So all these players who don't want to play, I'm going to show them the same cold shoulder. Same cold shoulder they're going to get from me. Same cold shoulder they will be getting from me. Like it or not. It's my perspective. It's my opinion. And at the end of the day, at Jamaica, me a vote for. These players are going to retire anytime soon. Next 10 years, them retire. Them retire next 10 years. Them gone out of football next 10 years. And football still a play. Reggae Boyz still a play. So make us see who we loyal to. If we're loyal to players them, or we're loyal to football. So somehow you can see loyal to players or agents. Football me say. Because them I say world set up skills. Anyways, people, big up on yourself, smash the like button, hit subscribe. But here what? Even if you know and like it, I found the business. You can come in the comment section and come cuss me. All I want to fake users account this, that, rated. You can come and cuss, yeah? A man who text me and tell me this and that rated, can go and talk. Big up on yourself, people. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys again. Until next time, MG Sports TV. Have a wonderful day. God bless. Boom. Like, share, subscribe. Link in the description if you want to buy us a coffee. We really appreciate it. Massive respect, people. We're out. God bless.